This movie made me feel so sad, yet so grossed out at the same time. And the movie I'm talking about is Wolfman by Lee Winnell. I watched this last week, so here's my spoiler-free review. Honestly, from start to finish, this movie had me hooked. I also really appreciate that this movie kicked off straight away. That opening had me feeling so tense and on the edge of my seat. I honestly love it when a movie does that. Also, another thing that I really appreciated, throughout this whole movie, there was a powerful sense of dread with some incredible foreshadowing at the start as well. When it comes to the acting, I feel like everyone smashed the roles they were given. But for me, there was one person who stole the show, and that was Christopher Abbott. He was just so incredible, and every time he was on screen, I was literally just captivated. I also feel like Julia Garner was incredible in her role, and she did what she could with the character. And oh my god, the cinematography in Wolfman, stunning. I am so in love with the sound design throughout this movie. It made me feel like in certain parts of the film I was actually in the woods, or I was actually in the cabin with them. And because of this, it helped build the tension even more. I really love that Lee Winnell gave us this different take on a Wolfman movie. This isn't just your typical, oh my god, I've been scratched, there's a full moon, kill it with a silver bullet. This is honestly a slow, tense, and disgusting build-up. We also get to see the transformation from Blake's point of view and his family's. It really gave the Wolfman a more humanised side to it, especially when it came to the Wolfman's final look. But was I a huge fan of this look? Not really, I'm not gonna lie. But because of how brutal and sad this transformation is, it made me appreciate it a lot more. Another thing that I noticed whilst watching this movie, I feel like it's heavily based on trauma, especially around childhood trauma and family trauma. How this can affect someone going from being a child to an adult and having their own family. But I'm not going to say too much on this anymore because obviously this is a spoiler-free review. Now, when it comes to the gore and the special effects throughout this movie, especially during the transformation and this particular one scene, if you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. It was honestly so grotesque. I loved it. In certain parts, my toes were literally curled up and I kind of cringed as well. And if you're a huge Saw fan like me, keep a close eye on the film. But unfortunately, this movie does come with its faults. I feel like the Wolfman was very predictable. I did not like the ending. I wanted something a bit more climactic. I felt this was kind of anticlimactic. One thing that I hated about this movie is during certain parts in the film, if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm on about. It was so dark. Like, I was really struggling to see what was going on. So that was a disappointment. But overall, Wolfman is a genuine decent watch. I do believe this is one of the best Blumhouse films we've gotten in a while. Hopefully Blumhouse is now back. So yeah, I am giving Wolfman 3.5 stars. If you've seen Wolfman, drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you haven't seen it, definitely go and give it a watch in the cinemas.